Alright, we are back. And 11 minutes earlier than what I scheduled. That means I'm on time since I scheduled it for later and I started earlier. That makes it on time, right? Mm-hmm. How that works. Anyways, do I get my hopper? I got my hopper. Okay, now the rest of the testing. I had to check that first. Added Curios support for batteries. Yay! Which means I can now put my battery on my belt. And let's go see if it actually works. This is the medium battery. Yeah, so I need to use my chainsaw or my drill, which for some reason my chainsaw is not full. My drill is, so I'll use my drill. Let's go see what I want to dig through a little bit, make sure it's working. Just dig up some grass. And yep, it seems to be working. I guess I ought to 235, 325. Make sure it's actually taking it. Yep, it is. It is fully working. So that gives me one more slot in my inventory. I still have to have two because I have my large one here because I don't want to have HV batteries or HV tools. And this is an HV tool. But these are MV because they take way more power when they're HV than when they're MV. So I use MV for one and HV, or MV for all but one and HV for it. Okay, next. Drop of the hopper taken care of. Fixed a lot of molten metals, not saying molten in the name. Holy crap, now there's a ton. I don't think I've ever looked up molten metals before, but holy shit, there's a ton of them in there. I'm assuming he didn't miss any, and I'm not looking through all the metals to make sure. I am way too lazy for all that bullshit. Mm-hmm. Made fusion reactor recipes have both EU a tick and HU a tick output. So if we look up helium, so duration 64 ticks, EU a tick 24,578, creates 0 heat units a tick for turning helium and tungsten into molten osmium. And if we go over to this one, which is helium and carbon making oxygen, it says creates 8,192 heat units a tick and only creates 16 EU a tick.
Yeah, I'm not sure about like what the power usage should be at, but we'll figure it out when we come to it.
Okay, and helium and molten uranium. Where did the, like... Oh, I'm only looking at helium, you idiot. Never mind. I'm a dumbass. Hydrogen, vanadium, chromium. There's another one that gives, this one's LUV, 24 LV, and 10-240 HUV for making sulfur. Where is the, why is the deuterium one not like the first one? Deuterium giving helium and tritium 8192, 16 EU a tick. That's your one of your basic ones. The other one is using tritium. Here's the tritium to helium. And there's the deuterium, the tritium that everybody typically does for the first one, giving helium 8192 IV. Alright, so we'll have to try those when we get to that point. Let's see. Improved GAI info for heat exchanger recipes. So, hot coolant, heat exchanger, 1 tick, heat unit a tick, 20, total heat units 20, and it goes from 1 to 1. Okay. Added a secondary input and output hatches for use in the fusion reactor. Might also use them in the large heat exchanger. Maybe. Why do you need a secondary for the large heat exchanger? It should have 2 inputs and 2 outputs. That's what it should already have.
Yeah, no, I just think, I know, I just think to myself, I'd be able to simplify the code for it, which is also, I use the secondary hedge. So. But it's just a lot.
Okay, the next one, we got to go outside and actually do some proper testing. We need to see if this thing is not kicking out miners anymore. Okay, goes in, and it starts. And it's actually mining down. But it's out of power. Why is it out of power?
Because later in the change log, I said that I changed the inputs. Right?
Oh, so we got to turn them around now.
Mm-hmm.
They need to go that way. All right, click that one up there. You got power?
No, it doesn't say it's formed.
It says it's formed down here. How the hell is that ends? But end say it's formed, and that one up there say it isn't.
It's weird.
Mm-hmm. Here, a pair of pants. Okay, so that's the face. That's the input. This is the output. Slap that guy. Slap that guy. Never mind, I'll slap that guy. Yeah, it's not forming. We'll have to check that out and see why it's not forming. I'm going to break this one and replace it since it says it's already formed. Okay, as soon as I clicked it the right direction, it says structure form down here.
I'll check.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not working.
Okay. Figure out what you broke. We'll test it again later. Let's go see what it did mine up. Should be like dirt. There is one ore mining rig in there, but I'm guessing that's from last time. And there is 4 dirt in there, so we're going to go throw this one away. And we'll test it again next time. Alright, let's see. Need all parallel multi-blocks. Use 4 times the EU a tick instead of 2. Change the ID and names of fluid cells. Does get remapped though. Oh, which doesn't matter for us because we don't have any fluid cells, because fuck fluid cells. But these things should now be taking the proper amount of EU. Should be 4 times instead of 2 times, which is good. Now redstone is taking forever, because it kind of should, because we make tons of it. But we got the cinnabar and the ruby through first, so that's fine. We still need to get rid of that damn chlorine. That's being annoying. Which I'm going to go put the pipe back on it for a little bit, and then I gotta properly do this later. I need to get the oxygen built back up since I lost all of our oxygen. If I lose all of our chlorine, it isn't a big deal because, well, there isn't a whole lot of uses for chlorine. There's a whole lot of uses for oxygen. And I'm pretty sure we got plenty of... Wait a minute, that's so late. I wanted to hit EU. There we go. Yeah, it's giving us chlorine. So even if I completely drain that tank, I'm pretty sure we have plenty of sodalite up here waiting to get processed. that will fix that minor issue of us not having any. Not sure where it's at in this line of crap. I actually don't see it. Unless it's that one, but it shouldn't be that one. No, it's definitely not that one. Oh, it's this one over here. That's why I couldn't find it. It's this one. Yeah, we've got 10,000. I could literally pop the output hatch off that thing, and it would not matter. Fixed structure tooltip of processing array, vacuum freezer, and fusion reactor. I have a tooltip, input hatch, output hatch, energy hatch, frostproof casing, and that's also buses because we can, if and when he does the thing for the nitrogen, we will need buses on it. Processing array, input hatch bus, energy hatch, and I need to get XAR in here so he can make about 400 of these because he loves making processing arrays. No ethern, there's no craponite, and there's no wrenching bear. And then I thought you changed the name of the Pyroluce oven back to Pyroluce oven.
I haven't yet.
Oh, okay. And then all of the shit for that thing. So at least they now have tooltips. Oh, and something he didn't actually put in the changelog, but antimatter is gone. It's now GT Reimagined lib. Although it still remains a little bit because when you load up the server, it still says antimatter in the log.
Yeah, because I've only changed the chart name for now because I want to change IDs and stuff. But that's gonna break the world and everything.
Okay. Yeah, don't do that now.
This world's already been through enough.
Yes, this world has been through a lot. Fixed air vent not working on hatches. Oh, good God, that chlorine's loud as hell. Hey, he fixed it. It's working. We are making all the things again. So that's good.
Now,
get rid of
now
this
now we can get full of oxygen again.
Let me get away from that chlorine so I can hear you. What?
I said now we can get full of oxygen again.
Yeah. Fix the front and back facing of long distance endpoints. We already looked at that, but now they're not working. This world has been through Bear Senior, so it's broken enough already. Yeah, this world's been through a lot more than just me. This world's been switched from server to server like 3 times at least. It's been regenerated the chunks around the spawn area here at least twice, maybe 3 times. It's been through a lot. Added recycling recipes for the long distance stuff. So there isn't for the endpoints.
The endpoints can be in the disassembler.
Oh, they can be done in the disassembler? Well, we don't have a thing that says that. But we can macerate these down and get electrum and plastic, or arc furnace them and get electrum and ash. And these can be macerated down for stainless and plastic, or arc furnace for stainless and tiny ash. And then the wires, same thing. Tin, rubber, copper, aluminum. Problem is you can't do this in the, which one do you have to do that in? HV for 4? Yeah, HV for 4. I don't think the MV has 4, right? Doesn't the MV only have 3? I don't think we have an MV one sitting around anymore. I think we've gotten rid of them, but I'm pretty sure the MV macerator doesn't have 4 slots, so I'm going to make sure you do that in the right one. Didn't we have a macerator over here for something? I thought we had one over here for something. Apparently I'm wrong. Hey, we're actually getting sulfuric acid back again. That's nice to see. We actually have ran ourselves out of toluene, apparently. Because we've made 2,836 TNT. Because, boom, baby. Why does that output 4 small dust and not 1 regular dust? Because, fuck you. It's worthless anyways, and you're not getting your shit-ass fucking give me iron out of ash recipe. So go fuck yourself. I don't know why. Ask friends that question. Ash is fucking useless in here. Why would you want more of it?
It's 4 tiny, not 4 small.
Yeah, it's even less than what you thought, jackass.
I'll stop thinking about that next.
You can make fertilizer out of it. That's all you can do with ash. It's fucking useless. For the most part. Unless you're growing trees, then it's good. Which we really need to start doing. But we haven't had the time to bother messing with it. And yeah, that's tiny, it's not small. God, get away from that chlorine thing. I need to make a proper fucking trash can for that. It's just annoying. Added JI subcategories for the macerator, arc furnace, and alloy smelter. Now, would you like to explain your subcategory thing?
Well, it doesn't seem to be working. It's supposed to be working, but I don't see it.
Yeah, I'm only seeing one main category.
You're supposed to be recycling and ore processing for the macerator.
Ah. Yeah, they're all in the same one. Right there's recycling, and right there's ore processing. Fix your shit. What's the alloy smelter for?
Molds.
Alloys and the shape thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, you added chunks. Fucking A, I like chunks. Haha, we have GT6 chunks now. That means we can stuff things in the arc furnace that give small dust in the macerator, and it'll now give us chunkies. Although it is a little weird that we're getting 78 rose gold chunks out of a broken large rose gold turbine rotor. Yeah, can't give us some ingots in there somewhere? We can put 4 of them together. Can we not do a packager recipe for that? I don't see the...
I forgot about that.
Okay. Turn it into UU matter. Turn what into UU matter? And he hasn't even worked on the UU matter thing. UU matter, I don't think, has a use yet. UU matter has no use. We can make it in a mass fabricator, but we can't use it. We haven't bothered to fuck with that yet. Ash to UU matter? I don't even know. I don't even think that's possible because you have to have minerals for this. He went with the GT6 way, I believe, of making it. Yeah, it has to be elements. No throwing just any random bullshit in here. It has to be an element to do it. So you don't have to go through and try to figure out all the ways of blocking cobblestone from being processed into UU amplifier. The only way to do it is this way. The way I always did it, which is turning cobblestone into oxygen and silicon dioxide, and then you take the silicon dioxide, turn it into silicon and oxygen, and then you can turn those into UU amplifiers. So you can use cobblestone, but it takes an entire fucking setup like this to do it. And I do believe he actually added the rock breaker. Yes, there's the rock breaker. So you can make infinite cobblestone. So you can still make infinite fucking UU matter. But it's going to take power and a proper setup, not just an auto crafter to auto craft cobblestone into what was it that NetMC figured out he could do? I think they were paths from extra utilities, or what I think it was XAR figured out, which was cooking it into stone and then auto crafting it into railcraft stone brick walls and then recycling those. That's the 2 ways they figured out how to do it to cheat it. Trust me, if you want to see if something is broken or could be broken, let them 2 have their hands on it for 5 minutes. They'll find every fucking exploit under the sun and only tell you about 2. They'll keep the other ones in their back pocket to use themselves. Cheaty ass motherfuckers. XAR used to yell at me all the time. You don't have to tell Greg about this one. Yes, I do. No, you don't. Added structure tooltips for the large ore washer. I already looked at that when we looked at the fixing of them, didn't I? Oh, no, not the ore washer. What'd you fix about this thing? Runs up to 8,000 to 4,000 recipes at a time?
Yeah, if you use a highest tier coil. I mean, not coil, energy hatch.
So there's no coils in that bitch. That's a lot of multi-processes if you're running 4,000 recipes at a time. Damn.
It starts at 8 and it doubles each time you go up a tier.
Oh, okay. So since we're running HV, it's running 8.
No, it's the HV is ULV. I mean, 8 is ULV, 16 is LV, 32 is MV, 64 is HV.
Oh, okay. Input bus, input hatch, output bus, energy hatch. Okay. Alright, so that is our changes for this week. Benzene's actually going down. Why did we not get this thing up and running? What was the reason? There was a reason. What was it? Did we have a problem with it?
I don't think so.
Oh, you were supposed to look at what the outputs were. What it was supposed to output.
Oh.
When we ran it through the gas turbine, it was supposed to tell you what you were supposed to add outputs for the different things that we put in there, like CO2 or oxygen or air or whatever the fuck. You forgot about that. That's why we didn't hook it up. So we'll wait until you do that, and then we'll hook that up.
Oh, by the way, you're gonna end up running out of oil eventually, since I broke the long distance cables.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Well, I guess that makes an easy answer for what I was going to say, which was, do we want to end this now so we can, in case anybody looks, shouldn't this be yellow right now? Because it's not technically running?
Yeah, it should be.
Okay. In case somebody wants to watch just what has changed and somebody else wants to see what we actually work on, I figured we would fuck off for the day. And we'll do the work properly.
It's working now here. It's still working.
Wow, you're cutting out bad. Huh, it's weird that it's working here but not working up there. So what could be the problem up there that it's Am I going to have to give you a world backup again?
Probably.
That makes me want to try to figure this out. They both do turns and shit. No, you can't turn me into something useful. You matter. Shushy you. Yeah, this is still green too. I hear noise and I don't like hearing noise. Yeah, that's the green penis feature I thought was creeping around up here. Fuck you. You're not blowing up our damn miner, you prick. Standing down here and I hear little feet on grass. It's like, that's not right. There shouldn't be little feet on grass. By the way, Etherin, did you see what I posted in Survival? I didn't ping you about it this time. I probably should have. But I didn't. It's still weird that this one says formed and the other one doesn't. If I take it out and it's instantly, no matter, look at this. It's not even the right direction and it says formed, dude. I've got it facing up and down instead of left to right. And it says formed. So I don't know what the fuck's up with that. Yeah, let's go ahead and call it an early one. Anyways, the weather's been fucking around. I've been sleeping all afternoon because my back's been hurting. We'll go ahead and call it an early one for tonight. Just get the testing done. You see if you can figure that out and get us an update for that when you can, and we'll get on here and get that and the output for the byproduct output for the gas turbine. We'll get that hooked up. We'll get the ore miner checked out and set up the crystallization smeltery in the next one. So, have a good one, guys.